Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta, and Happy New Year, the first hot topic of 25. My goodness, what a year we had behind us. Super excited to jump into the new year with you on our health journeys. Well, I'm a busy wife, a mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award-winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering innovative natural scalar enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And we're always coming out with something new. Super excited about 25. We've got accelerated aminos coming up next, so get ready for that one. Well, this podcast is not just a source of information. It's a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, regardless of where you are today. And this podcast is the springboard to learning. The free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You can ask questions. I post tips and tools to deepen your health. You can keep motivated on your journey moving forward. The link is below. It's also at SaraBantaHealth.com. Join the free group coaching. I would love to have you and to teach you. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests, hot topics in the news every Friday, like this one, to keep things fun. And then, of course, followed up with the free group coaching, and you and I keep the conversation going with the whole group. You're supported by like-minded people. It's amazing. Have you thought about detoxing, but you're worried if it's too much for you, or worried about the detox flu symptoms, especially as the new year is starting? Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanses to help you reset your body while feeling great. I do that so we get rid of those detox flu symptoms. You don't have to worry about them. Take the detox quiz at SaraBantaHealth.com to find out which one is right for you, whether it's just the colon cleanse to get you pooping and get those toxins out, to the liver cleanse, to candida, or parasite cleanse, to the full accelerated diet cleanse that gives you a reset in weight loss, muscle building, hormones, gut, brain, everything. And maybe you're not ready for that detox cleanse, right? Maybe you just want to start with a few supplements to get your feet in the water with the whole thing about supplements and knowing that you need to take care of your health. Well, just complete the health goals form on the website, and I will personally put together a protocol just for you. Just by taking a few steps forward with your health, you will change your life, and I'm here every step of the way. So today, what are we talking about? And it's fitting that it's the first hot topic of 25, microplastics. They're everywhere. And yeah, you might think, well, I don't drink out of those plastic bottles, right? I don't eat the McDonald's out of those plastic wrappers. You might be a healthy tea drinker. Maybe you're not even drinking coffee and you think you're drinking your tea, and that's a good thing. Well, study warns that microplastics are in tea bags. They're everywhere. It might be time to rethink what's in that and what tea bags you are using. So emerging research has revealed that tea bags, especially made with synthetic materials like nylon, propylene, release billions of microplastic particles when steeped in that hot water. Of course, the heat makes it worse, right? These microplastic particles, often invisible, of course, and they're just not an environmental issue. They are going to cause fertility issues, cancer, and other serious diseases. Microplastics, I've talked about them in the past on other podcasts, on other hot topics, because they keep coming up. And they are little fragments of plastic that measure less than 5 millimeters in size. And they're found in an alarming array of everyday items, from food packaging, cookware, to household dust. The air we breathe, you can literally breathe them in. Once ingested or inhaled, they can travel throughout the body. They're finding them in men's testicles for NFL players that are on that turf, right? You think that's really healthy for you, and these are elite athletes. This is not good. This is accumulating in those vital organs, lungs, liver, intestines. Studies have detected these microplastic in human breast milk. So here you are trying to feed your brand new baby, and there's toxins in there. Blood, saliva, feces, even sperm, highlighting their pervasive presence in our lives. So this is happening with those tea bags as well, and especially when they're exposed to the hot water. So a recent study from the university in Barcelona found that just one nylon or other kinds of tea bags can release billions of these particles into your cup. So what they found, the polypropylene tea bags released approximately 1.2 billion particles per milliliter with an average size of 136.7 nanometers. This means nothing to you, I know, but it's just showing the pervasiveness of this. So these particles don't just stay in your digestive system, they're getting everywhere in the body. And there's a link between microplastics and cancer. A comprehensive review by scientists in Sacramento examined data from 3,000 studies, included that inhaling microplastics can enter the bloodstream through the lungs, accumulate in the organs, contribute to structural changes in the colon, and this coincides with the rising incidence of colon cancer among young adults, not even old people. And then there's another study from 2022 in China where lab mice chronically exposed to microplastics showed remarkable colonic impairments. Who's not having digestive issues and constipation issues? And everyone's talking about colon cancer. And I've even seen it in my own town with people that seem to be healthy. It's really alarming. So with microplastics and reproductive health, they are also seeing a huge impact with human sperm. The plastics question whether a type of commonly used in the plumbing pipes, these studies found that sperm exposed to these particles exhibited reduced mobility, making them less likely to swim up to those eggs. And that's going to impact reproductive health. By the way, infertility is already skyrocketing from the last 5 years. So this is just one more thing. And I can tell you as a mom of 3, that fear of not being able to get pregnant when you want to get pregnant is huge for young mothers. And I have a lot of compassion for you because I was one of those moms and I was blessed with 3 children, but it was very stressful because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get pregnant. I had PCOS. That was when microplastics weren't as big of a thing, or maybe we just didn't know. So what can you do? You switch to loose leaf tea, choose biodegradable tea bags, limit the plastic packagings, not just with tea, but with all foods and everything that you're doing. Filter your water, and then of course, demand that our country does something about this. But what else can you do? You can actually take supplements to detox these microplastics and detox all of the other heavy metals and toxins from our food, the artificial sweeteners and ingredients from the processed foods. Processed foods make up 70% of your diet unless you're being very vigilant about it. Even those organic ketogenic protein bars, they're processed. You don't know what's hiding in those factories. And you also don't know where your supplements are coming from. You don't know what toxins are included in your supplements. 95% of the supplements on the market are junk, and they could have toxins in them that could actually inflame the body, back up your detox pathways, make things even worse when you're spending good money on something that's supposed to make you healthy. Okay, so let's get to the cells. Remember, we are only as healthy as our cells, and that cell membrane, the brain of the cell, is what lets toxins into the cells and nutrients into the cells and toxins, but the toxins out of the cells. And if we have a very rigid, unhealthy cell membrane, we're not going to get anything out of those cells. And then when your body tries to take that glucose and the insulin tries to open up the cells to let the glucose get into the cells for cellular energy, it's going to knock, and the cell is going to say, nope, I'm full. I'm stuffed with these toxins. I have no room for you. That way I'm going to increase my insulin resistance. And that's why so many of you are going, I have insulin resistance, my blood sugar's high, and I don't eat sugar. Well, this is the reason. toxins, heavy metals, all of these things. That spike protein has made things even worse. Insulin has shot up, blood sugar's shot up, the liver's not functioning, it's backing up. There's so many things that are being affected, that downstream effect. So number one, what supports that cell membrane? Phosphatidylcholine. This is a supplement that every time I take it, my body's like, oh, I love this. And I actually love the taste of it because of it. This is more than just a building block for the healthy cell membranes. It's a powerhouse for that cellular detoxification and overall health. So it supports those healthy cell membranes because you've got an iodolipid value. We're going to get into the iodine part of it in a minute, but that iodolipid value means iodine and fat. And we want the healthy fats from that PC. It's a major component of the cell membrane, and it decides what nutrients enter the cells and what waste come out. And we've been talking about seed oils, right? Are they really toxic? Well, yeah, at the levels that we're eating them and the ones that are damaged from these processed foods, not the seed oils from 50 years ago that our parents and grandparents were eating. That was at a normal level. We're in a whole new world now. We need to get those seed oils out as well, and they can stay in our cells for over 7 years. But with the help of PC and iodine to support that cell membrane, we're going to get these toxins out much quicker. So it keeps the cell membrane strong and flexible and fluid. So we get the nutrients in too. So you also might be going, well, I'm eating all the healthy foods. I don't understand why my cells and my body is lacking that nutrients. Well, you need to actually absorb your food and your nutrients for it to work. It's not just taking it in. It's not just that you're going to eat food and it just automatically transfers into energy. It's not that you just take in that multivitamin and it automatically gets into your cells. There's a process, and the cell membrane is that gatekeeper. It also, PC helps enhance that liver detoxification. You gotta love your liver. And at the beginning of this 25-year, you want to be doing those liver flushes. You want to be doing accelerated liver care on a daily basis. And I've got a story coming for you. I'm going through a really amazing healing crisis, I should say, but it's an amazing situation that is taking my body to another level, and my liver is involved, of course, because your liver is involved with everything. So the liver is responsible for breaking down and removing these substances, including microplastics, and the PC plays that vital role supporting the liver's ability to process and eliminate these toxins. It also maintains the integrity of the liver cell membranes, promoting bile production for fat digestion and toxin removal, and even helps repair liver damage caused by the environmental toxins. Now, if your liver isn't working, you're not going to process the fat and the protein that you're taking in. You're not going to have those amino acids to build the muscles and build your hair. You're not going to be able to break down those fats to use for energy. Instead, those fats are going to be stored as fat. And you're wondering, why am I gaining weight out of nowhere, right? Well, the PC also boosts the cellular energy, especially during detoxification processes, and it supports the mitochondrial function, also aids in that fat soluble toxin elimination. So many of the toxins are stored in fat. That's why we need bigger and more fat cells, the more toxins we have. And if you try to lose weight and you're not addressing your toxins, you're not going to lose weight. When you start addressing the toxins to get them out, the body says, oh, I can release this fat because I don't need these fat stores to hold the toxins. Well, PC is an emulsifier, meaning it helps break down the fat, allowing these fat-soluble toxins to be mobilized and removed from the body much quicker. So it also helps protect against oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what accelerates aging. It is the death of us, right? Detoxification processes can generate free radicals, which can damage cells if not managed. So the PC supports the antioxidant systems within the body, helping to neutralize these free radicals. Antioxidants are being talked about as far as helping with that preventage of aging. And, you know, it's really important to stay young and for longevity. There's also talk, or I should say PC facilitates that communication between the cells, right? The cells need to communicate to each other, and it helps with the fluidity and the integrity of the cell membranes, which allows the cells to talk to each other. It repairs damaged cells. It supports brain detoxification. I can tell you, as I started using it, I felt my brain wake up. It was one more thing that helped my brain work. And it also supports the blood-brain barrier, which is a protective layer that prevents those harmful substances from entering the brain in the first place. And it helps remove the toxins from the brain cells. It helps with bile production. You need that bile to eliminate the toxins and the fats. So I love the Body Bio PC. It's a liposomal formulation, meaning it's encapsulated in a protective liposome that remains intact through digestion. No other company has this, and the quality of the company's supplements are amazing. I love that one. You can get it in pill form or the liquid form. I like the taste of the liquid form. I might be weird, but with the phosphatidylcholine, you want the iodine. Now remember, we had that iodolipid value. We need iodine. We need that iodine to support that cell membrane. But not only that, you need the iodine inside the cell to increase that ATP. We are only as healthy as our mitochondria. And the more ATP each mitochondria has, the healthier and more energy we have in our body and our brain, right? So those iodolipids are really important. And now you need that phosphatidylcholine to build up that cell membrane with the iodine. Well, when what iodine, right? You got to go with the acceleridine iodine. Acceleridine iodine is the only iodine that is monoatomic, meaning it's one I minus molecule that is looking for cells to attach to. That's why you want to take it away from food and supplements at least by 12 minutes, because it's going in and it's searching for a place to attach to. When you look at other iodine supplements, they're diatomic. And there's a lot of confusion about, well, you know, you need one kind for your thyroid and you need another kind for your breast tissue. Those are two different diatomic iodines that they're talking about. But both of those kinds need to be broken apart into the form of I minus that acceleridine is, to be used by the thyroid and the breast tissue. So when you take acceleridine iodine, it feeds every cell in the body, your thyroid and breast tissue included. Of course, it's free of contaminants and radiation. A lot of iodine supplements are coming from the Asias that have been exposed to Fukushima. But you're also boosting your thyroid and hormonal health. You're cleansing the liver. So you're not just supporting that ATP and mitochondria and the cell membrane. You're boosting your thyroid and hormones. Now, guess what? The thyroid is your master endocrine gland. If you're taking in microplastics and other toxins, you need that thyroid working to have the energy to detox all of these toxins. And so it's super important. It also enhances that cellular energy. And like I said, it is the only kind that is absorbed by every cell. Okay, next is the accelerated cellular detox powder. So here we are getting rid of the toxins with the PC and the iodine, right? You need something to soak up those toxins. Accelerated cellular detox powder. It soaks up those toxins, taking the burden off of the liver and the kidneys, your detox organs, and it helps with your bile production. It helps with a weight loss, taking excess cholesterol out of the body, binds up those microplastics, the heavy metals, the toxins. It even takes care of the E. coli and maybe the alcohol that you had on New Year's. and soaks it up so that you're getting those toxins out very easily and gently. It has zeolite and activated charcoal and triphala that helps with the digestive fire. It reduces the inflammation throughout the gut system, and it helps support cellular health. So microplastics are particularly stubborn because of their small size and chemical composition. And so the powder is able to soak them up and target them. Of course, it's enhanced with scalar frequencies to increase the efficacy of the product, and it's helping with your gut health. Who's not having gut issues? It helps with constipation and diarrhea because it balances the doshas, as we call them in Ayurvedic medicine, depending on which way you tend to be. It just helps soothe that whole digestive system, helps with colitis and Crohn's disease as well. It is the gut superhero. So you've got the iodine, the PC, the accelerated cellular detox powder. Lastly is accelerated ancient salt. So you think, oh, well, that salt, I've had it. It's great. It tastes really good on all my food. Yes, it does. But it's not just a seasoning. It's a huge tool for cellular health and detoxification. You need to plump up the blood in volume to get those toxins out, right? It's also enhancing the sodium potassium pump because it's got over 62 minerals, not just sodium. And this pump is critical for cellular detoxification. That sodium potassium pump, every cell relies on it. It maintains, this pump works like that gatekeeper, moving sodium out of the cells, potassium in, creating this electrical gradient needed for nutrient transport, waste removal, and energy production. Like I said, we're only as healthy as our cells. Those microplastics and toxins interfere with the efficiency of this pump, so that's why you need the accelerated ancient salt. It's a full, unrefined salt. It also supports your cells and your energy. I always say you don't get your energy from food necessarily, you get it from hydration. And that hydration is not just water. It's coming from your minerals, your electrolytes, and that's where accelerated ancient salt comes in. Put a little pinch of it in your pre-workout drink. You're going to have more energy during your workout. Of course, you need to eat eventually, but your energy in this moment is coming from hydration. So the potassium helps balance the sodium levels. The magnesium helps with relaxing in the cell membrane and facilitating the toxin release, And the sodium provides the energy required for that sodium potassium function. It also helps neutralize that toxic load, getting those toxins out. So those are the supplements. Now, I always have to mention my Hiwi. This Hiwi is this small little device that you put on with your TENS pads, and you can do energy, sleep programs, detoxification, microplastic detoxification, chemtrails, viruses, Epstein-Barr, any virus you think of, you can do programs for it. You can do weight loss. They even have an Ozempic semaglutide program that people are using. They have all the peptides that you're thinking about maybe trying that are over $1,000 a month. It's crazy what this can do. It has over 60,000 programs, and it has liver detoxification, kidneys, adrenals, thyroid and metabolism. So this is the cherry on top. Your foundation is sleep, diet, eating that clean food, the wild animal protein that I talk about, the vegetables and fruit according to the accelerated food guide, the supplements that we're talking about to give your body that leg up, and then the Hiwi Microgen. And you can find all of this at SaraBantaHealth.com. Thanks for listening. I know this can be confusing. I know this is overwhelming. We've got so many toxins that we're worried about, but there's a way out. So I'm here to help. Just start by getting your free supplement protocol. You can just go to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products for more insights on natural health, and I will post things there that I don't talk about here. And join the free group coaching on Telegram. It's a chance for us to be together. and to have a conversation and to really get to the nitty-gritty of what is going on with you and your aha moments that you may not be getting in these podcasts. You can find this podcast and all of my podcasts at Accelerated Health with SaraBanta on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, iHeartRadio, and over 100 platforms. Share this podcast with some friends, some family. Let me tell them why they need to be a little more careful with where they're getting their tea or their other foods and products from, and to stay away from those microplastics. You can use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off site-wide. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.